I'd like to play a 20-second recording of a former Homeland Security Committee member. Can we go ahead and play that?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. We have a diaspora that can absorb a significant number of these migrants. And when I hear colleagues talk about, the doors of the inn being closed, no room in the inn, I'm saying, I need more people in my district, but just for redistricting purposes. And those members could clearly fit here. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. We have a diaspora that can absorb a significant number of these migrants. And when I hear colleagues talk about, the doors of the...
Thank you. That was Rep. Yvette Clark, a Democrat from New York, from January 8th, 2024.
Treason! Treason! Hands behind your back.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Boy, oh boy, what a video we have for y'all today. You just can't make this up. And she ought to be thrown in jail, removed from office. Treason! Put your hands behind your back. But time and time again, we got to think, let's play the video out loud. Let it shine in the light. Exposing another Democrat. Democrats get exposed once again. And it brings me to this point right here, man. We got to bring it up. Breaking. Trump just doubled down on calling for more secure elections. What he's calling for: proof of citizenship, voter ID, voter ID, proof of citizenship, one-day voting, one day voting, paper ballots. Let's play it out loud.
And it's so easy to do it, and we should go to paper ballots. We should go to one-day voting. We should go to voter ID, and just one other thing, proof of a thing called citizenship in the United States. Wouldn't that be nice? How simple does that sound? Proof of citizenship, voter ID, one day.
Mike, shake your head, Mike. We almost walked you out on your lunch break with that Diet Coke, or was it a Diet Mountain Dew? We was wondering, or was it a Diet Dr. Pepper, Mike? You about to tighten up, Mike. Mike, you about to tighten up. You better tighten up, Mike. Them Patriots ain't playing with you, Mike. We almost got you up out of there.
Voting and paper ballots. Paper ballots are very secure. They have watermark paper. It's very intricate stuff. It's very technologically advanced, even though it's paper. And you'd have no trouble. You wouldn't have dishonest elections, and you'd have them all done by 10 o'clock in the evening. France went to that. And not that I want to copy anybody, but many others have also. And they had 38 million votes, and it was all done at 10 o'clock. They had a winner, they had a loser. That was it. Nobody was complaining. And they had it backed up with paper. And it's so easy to do. The other thing, you'd save about, this would cost you about 8% of what the machines cost. So the paper would be much less expensive. So if you're looking to save some money, that's a good way to save it. So it's a shame that we've gone through it. We've gone through a bad election, really bad election. The election was so bad. And think of it. You wouldn't have had the October 7th disaster with it. And so
we wouldn't have had a lot of things, incompetent leadership, We didn't know who was running the country. People was on vacation and fell asleep. Went on vacation again, fell downstairs. They done weaponized this bad boy. You got to come after your political opponent. Couldn't beat them fair and square. Kangaroos on the freeway. They threw the laptop out in the freeway. They said, come on in. It's wide open. They left it wide open. We got inflation. We could just go down the list. You know, got the auto pen. I mean, man, they told everybody to stay woke. Didn't know who the borders are was, but it was somebody that said they was the last one in the room. Coconuts were falling out the coconut tree. Yeah. And told everybody to stay woke as he went on vacation and fell asleep out in the sun. Incompetent leadership, you know, and there are beautiful souls that should still be here with us, but Democrats can't get up and clap for those beautiful, for those grieving families, you know, but they'll clap for the war, to send your money to Ukraine. They'll get up and clap for that, you know. They don't want you to send the criminals and gang members, rapists, murderers back. They want the plane to make a U-turn and come back and let them stay here. Put the judge on the plane. Put the activist Obama-appointed judges on the plane. The people spoke loud and clear, man. You know, loud and clear. We have another chance. Amen. Prayers for Trump and the Trump administration. You know, Elon Musk and Doge doing such an amazing job. And others agree that we are going off in the right direction. Even the fake news has to admit it. You know. But let's jump into this, family. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We keep it real. You know, we have fun, we spread love, we keep it real. We do not sugarcoat it. You know, and I don't give a damn what your skin color is, what you look like, where you're from, what your age is. I don't care if you got teeth over here missing, if you don't got no teeth at all, if you got you cockeyed, one of you got a lazy eye, or maybe you got a freckle over here. I don't care. One love to the human race. We all live in this fast time travel. We all bleed red. We all just trying to make it. Simple. And we all just want common sense. Well, majority of us want common sense. Some people are just, it's a mental illness, and you know, they're on the other side and they just don't know what to believe, and they can't even tell us what a woman is. They don't, and then they you know, they think a woman has a mushroom tip now. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. They can't tell us what a woman is though. So it's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Thank you. I now recognize the gentleman from Arizona, Mr. Crane, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding this hearing today. I want to thank you all for joining us on this important subcommittee hearing. I only have 5 minutes, so I ask you to please keep your answers brief. I also have a service of unanimous consent request that I'll be entering into the record after my questioning. Mr. Antifson, on January 27, 2024, President Biden said a new, broader bill would grant him new emergency authority to shut down the border when it becomes overwhelmed. Additionally, on January 30th, 2024, President Biden said, when asked about his actions on the border, "I've done all I can do. Give me the Border Patrol, give me the people who can stop this and make it work right." My question to you, sir, did President Biden lie to the American people about his actions and authority at the southern border?
He claimed there was nothing else he could do, and then he did more that summer with the executive orders. So clearly he wasn't telling the truth.
Thank you. DHS and CBP fall under the executive branch, meaning Biden always had the authority. He chose to operate the border in the way he did. Would you agree with that, sir?
Yes.
Mr. Blair, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol protection data released February 18, 2025, according to U.S. Customs and Border Patrol protection from January 21st through January 31st, 2025, the number of U.S. Border Patrol apprehensions along the southwest border dropped 85% from the same period in 2024. The number of inadmissible aliens encountered by CBP's Office of Field Operation at ports of entry along the southwest border dropped 93% in the 11 days after January 20th compared with the 11 days prior, and the list goes on and on. My question is, and please answer yes or no, sir, would you agree CBP data suggests that President Trump's first 30 days in office was more effective at stopping illegal immigration than 4 years of Joe Biden?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Rise, my question is, briefly explain what liberal states stand to gain from mass illegal immigration and unchecked parole.
Part of it's head count. They're counted in the census, even though non-citizens can't vote and are not supposed to vote. And then those numbers are used for districting in Congress. And then in turn, those same numbers are also used for the presidential electoral college votes.
Would you agree, ma'am, that redistricting is a major political outcome for Democrats welcoming migrant caravans into their local communities?
Yes, it gives them more head count and therefore more districts.
Would you agree illegal immigration for redistricting is not what the founders intended under Article 1, Section 2, Clause 1 of the Constitution regarding congressional districting?
I agree.
I'd like to play a 20-second recording of a former Homeland Security Committee member. Can we go ahead and play that?
Let's play it.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. We have a diaspora that can absorb a significant number of these migrants. And when I hear colleagues talk about, the doors of the inn being closed, no room in the inn, I'm saying, I need more people in my district, but just for redistricting purposes. And those members could clearly fit here. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. We have a diaspora that can absorb a significant number of these migrants. And when I hear colleagues talk about, the doors of the.
Thank you. That was Rep. Yvette Clark, a Democrat from
Hands behind your back.
New York from January 8th, 2024. Her words outlined Biden's failed plans for illegal immigration to gain political influence. Ms. Rice, you wrote on this issue for Heritage Foundation in February of 2024. The article was titled, "Stop Allowing Non-Citizens to Determine Congressional and Presidential Representation." It was a great piece, and I plan to introduce the article into congressional record at the conclusion of my 5 minutes. The last thing I want to say to Mr. Reichlin Melnick is I find it interesting as I sit here and listen to you blame President Trump and attack President Trump, for saying to the American people that he was going to protect the American people, he was going to put them first, and he was going to implement policies to fix the mess created by the Biden administration. And I just find it rich that you're attacking President Trump for doing exactly what the American people wanted, not the individual who caused this problem. And sadly, if you guys don't figure this issue out, you're going to lose the next election as well. Thank you.
Woo.
I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Are you intending to enter something in the record?
Yep, I've got several.
If you'll just give us some brief descriptions so that we can do that at this point.
Yep. So this is an article, Biden promises to shut down the border if given the authority in a partisan bill.
Without objection, be entered into the record.
Number 2, Biden has the power to end the border crisis. He doesn't want to.
Without objection, be entered into the record.
Number 3, CBP releases January 2025 monthly update.
Without objection, be entered into the record.
Stop allowing non-citizens to determine congressional and presidential representation by Ms. Rice.
Without objection, be entered into the record.
And the last one, Brooklyn Congresswoman wants migrants to fill up her district.
And without objection, that will also be entered into the record. At this time, the chair.
Yeah, buddy. You just can't make this, We have another chance, y'all. We didn't just dodge a bullet. We dodged a nuclear missile. Here it is, man. But I say, remove her. Throw her in jail. And then there needs to be a lot of handcuffs, man. There needs to be a lot of people walked out with their hands behind their back. But before we get out of here, make sure y'all follow your boy. I'm following Common Sense Patriots back, man. Common sense patriots back, a part of the family, are all getting followed back. And it looks like somebody just followed. And we're going to make sure that everybody get followed back. Bam. Terrence, shout out to Terrence. You just got followed back. I'm following everybody back, as you can see. Follow your boy, show some love. God bless you all and your family. And I will catch you beautiful people in the next one, man. Peace and love, you guys.